Ohayo gozaimasu. Boker tov. Good morning, y'all. So, what I do today, or this morning so far, day 2 of being home. Day 3. Day 3, being home. Waiting to be put back in quota for Comcast so I can work, or whatever they're gonna tell me, so I can make my next move. Start resaving more money so I can head back towards Japan as a permanent resident. That's the goal. Yeah. you just get a vegetable fried rice? Large. Large. Oh, only cash? Dang. I ain't no cash. I'm gonna just go over the Lake Trout. I ain't no cash on me right now, so. Oh. Yeah. I did it too, man, before I started doing it in here. My fault. I didn't know you had the ATM right there. So yeah, I'll just take the large vegetable fried rice. And a half and half. And a half half. Got it. Soy sauce, this sauce. Thank you. Sure. And itadakimasu. This is my old school. It's called Kip Baltimore, but it used to be Walbrook. That's where I graduated high school from. But it's not the same anymore. So when I fill out applications, job applications, nobody can ever find my school. This is the elementary school. Me and my first girlfriend used to come down here and volunteer to help the class and stuff like that, help the teachers with the students and stuff like that. Sometimes we'll leave school early and be out here in the park. We did a lot of stuff. I'm gonna show y'all some other areas and stuff like that where I grew up, and my experiences and my memories. Alright, y'all, so I know y'all can't see that good, but what we're looking at right now is the beginning of my area called Park Heights. You know, when you go further back the other way, it's Drew Hill area, where that singing group Drew Hill back in the day, whatever the case, and Maya and all of that. But this is my hood. When I was younger, you get a mountain bike, and I used to pop wheelies up this whole strip, you know, till your arms start hurting. But then we had marching bands, and so our particular marching band was called Baltimore Rockers. And I'll take y'all around that area and show you where the Baltimore Rockers used to play and stuff like that and practice at. And we would march through the whole street. You know, it was something about the atmosphere when that marching band would just march this whole strip. I mean, you talking about you walking this whole thing all the way up, man. Just girls marching, you know. It didn't matter if you was fat, skinny, or what. You know, it was just marching. I just wanted to be in the band, you know, and I was the ting boy, you know, the cymbals, you know, just smash the cymbals together, you know. But when I got a little older, I just would hold on, you hear that? And then you can tell somebody marching, you come right outside. I come all the way down to the beginning, pop wheelies, and just, you know, with my friends, hit wheelies and go all the way up. I'm also show you about the little history about stuff that I talked about before, about the burning building and Miss Monique and stuff like that, and my little memories and stuff. But yeah, this whole strip, man, right here, this whole Park Heights and whatever, keyword right here, this whole thing, man. My cousins live down this street right here, Dorian and Wayne and Carlise. When we were younger, they lived down there. It was like a medium point to take a break and drink some water from popping willies when the marching band. I would never really come up the strip unless it was the marching band was playing. He didn't want to go too far. Grandma was, didn't want us going too far. But when the marching band was out, we gonna go with the marching band. So it kind of was free reign to go up and down the strip. And I would come down here and meet my cousins, And also, this is the same market. This market never changed, yo. Still Food City. And that strip up there, my other cousins lived up there. Everybody moved out or things changed. Nothing's the same anymore. And then young guys, the halal spot is still here. That halal spot been here forever, man. That never changed either, the halal spot. So I'm talking about since the 80s. When I was coming up, 1980s. I want to check Job Medical, but I think they closed. And get my medical records and see if I can get my medical records. Rite Aid's still the same. Rite Aid never changed. Stores, Hoffman's Liquors is a Chinese people own that store. Alright, I'm gonna take a little turn here now. This is my strip. This is where I was born and raised. It used to be an auto mechanic spot right here, but not anymore. We used to play right here. But now it's all dead now. This is my grandmother's house was right here. It was a red door though. And this was so let me hop out for a second. And I'll show y'all real quick. So this, y'all, is this is my hood. Now show you back here, if I can show you, it was a block. I think it's still the same block. One of these blocks right here might have been this one. This one right here. When I was about 5 years old, when they met this cement right here, I put an orange peel under here. So if they break this up, you might see an orange peel right here. Grandma never let us cross the alley right here. So we can only play as far as we could never cross the alley. But the door, as you can see, I'm gonna take you right there. This is the Taylors over there. And then you got Kurt. My friend Kurt used to live right here. But it's a white door now, but it used to be a red door. And we live right here. Used to play the water fountain right there. Used to drink water right there. This is when I first learned how to do backflips right here. My friend Kurt, we used to jump from here to there. The fence still bent up. The fence still bent up from us doing that years ago. And this is where my friend Kurt lived at. But I think his grandmother died and he moved. Some Mexicans live here, something, I don't know where. And this is Dante. Then there was a guy named Dante. My aunt used to be my aunt boyfriend or ex-boyfriend lived over here. Dante, DT. My friend DT lived right there, where the guy, little guy on the he lived right there, but he died, got shot. The tailors in them used to live here. They had the old classic cars and stuff right here. The auto mechanic shop used to be right there, but it's a building now. You used to walk through there. Across the street was where my father got robbed at, and he got hit upside the head with a pipe. Almost died. Right here, this was the #1 play spot. It used to be all covered up. And we would try to jump off the step. How high the step we can jump off and swing on here. So, but when we would get caught, and the lady would come out and say, "Get out of here, get out of here." But it was no fence or nothing right here. It used to just be open right here. But yeah, we used to swing on this pipe. So it's still bent up. It's still the same pipe. It's bent up from us jumping on that thing. My grandmother used to, we had a street light right here. It was a street light right here. This thing looks short now. But this right here, it used to be like a street light. Right there, and then one over here. We used to keep the neighborhood clean. Like every weekend, my grandmother, the neighbors would come out. We would sweep the gutters. The street sweepers would come up, and we keep it clean. Like if we found pennies and stuff right here, we'd go to the penny candy store right around the corner. Mr. Vincent was his name. You can get like 25 pieces of candy for 25 cents. We'd play basketball on the crate right here in the alley. But it's like I said, it looked nice right here, but it used to be homes right here. The only reason the rest of the homes didn't get burnt down the street, like Miss Monique, her people's, the comedian Miss Monique, her people's house didn't get burnt down because I came out here. I was like 5 years old. I ran across the alley and I saw the house smoking, and I ran back across the alley, told my grandmother that the house is burning down. And sure enough, the ambulance ain't come for a long time. They ain't come for a long time, and all of this got burnt down. Ice cream truck still right there. So all of this, when it got burnt down, we used to play right here. Football, baseball. Used to be hit, it became a little spot. Don't mind the ice cream truck. So we used to get ice cream right here. This is also where, in this alley, when I first used the BB gun, the air BB gun with the air pressure capsules. All this grandma can see now. All this is covered up now. But this is the crate. I got a little walkway here now, grandma. So we walk through, and let me go through here. Right here, we buried the bird that we had. Dug under the ground. I'm pretty sure that if we dig this dirt up, the shoebox will still be under the ground right there, but kind of like messed up or something. We dug it and buried the bird under there. And like I said, we always drunk water out of the fountains and stuff like that. The basement is there. Kurt right there. We used to play over here with Kurt at. Over here was the hot spot, man. Everybody used to be over here, neighbors and stuff. But the crate, when we first played basketball, when the crate was right here. Look at that. All that. So we used to, right here. So back then, there wasn't all this space. It was just the other wall. So you had to play here. And so we, this is it right here. I seen a guy in the 90s. Huh? No, okay, I can't hear you. So I seen a guy he got killed. A drug deal gone bad. He got killed right there. I'm about to see who this is. Might be Miss Monique Peoples. No, ma'am. I'm talking about how I grew up around here.
Oh.
Yes, ma'am. I'm on YouTube. so I'm the little boy that when I told my grandmother Gloria that the house was burning down here.
Who was Gloria?
Gloria, my grandmother Gloria.
Oh yeah, Miss Gloria used to live. Yeah, I remember her.
But I was the one told her that the house was smoking, so it wouldn't get all the way over there.
Yeah, I thought you were looking because I called and they supposed to send somebody out to pull the cable wire tomorrow.
Oh, somebody supposed to come out tomorrow?
Yeah, because I thought that's what you was looking for, because you were going around taking pictures and stuff.
Yeah, like just telling what happened here.
Oh.
And also my grandma was so she could see what kind of color the door is now.
Oh, where's she at?
She with her daughter.
With her daughter.
You know, Jill. But everybody else grew up. She's still kicking.
Oh, well, that's good. Okay. Oh, yeah. Go ahead and do what you were doing.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, because they said they'll send somebody out tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
And you come and pop there, and then you were taking pictures, and you went all around. So that's why I was going to let you know it's in the back.
Oh.
Okay. All right. Well, go ahead.
I was also about to say something too. My friend Mark. My friend Mark. When I was about like 7 years old, he always had this bike, and Miss Monique would never let me ride that thing. Don't let nobody ride that bike. Miss Monique was his mother, and she had took him to LA, and I didn't have no friends no more.
Oh, I'm my grandmother.
See, that's what I'm saying. You know, see, I'm growing up. See what I'm saying?
Little Mark.
Yeah, I know all of them too, like Trinette, Janisha, and all of them. I know they was mad about the house burning down, but but I was at least I was able to save one.
Save one, yeah. This one right here. That's the only one saved.
It only took me long because I'm not supposed to cross the alley. So I was hesitating for a long time if I should cross the alley or not, Grandma. So
I was in the house and I heard all the noise, and somebody said, "Y'all better get out the house. Y'all better get in the house. It's on fire."
Right.
And when I come out the house, all the people were going in the house.
It was it was some black girls, like she had just moved around here at that time.
I know who he was. Brian and what is his wife's name? Lisa or something else.
Oh,
they used to work with me at Westwood.
Oh, okay. I know that as soon as when I saw the smoke coming, I saw the girl run out the house and she just went down the street.
Right.
And I'm like, what's she run for? And so I just kind of, and that's.
Yeah. Well, see, they had just moved around here, and they've been buying that house. They said they was buying it. It's for buying the house.
And I don't think many people had a house phone at that time. I think my grandmother grandma had a house phone, but I don't think everybody had one.
No.
So.
I think we had a house along. No, I think we get one after that. After that.
All right. What happened to the tree?
Which one?
The blueberry tree, the blackberry tree.
Oh, what blackberry tree?
Right there used to be. When we would go to school.
Oh yeah.
When we go to school, we would go down.
Yeah, they cut it down.
Oh my goodness, man.
They cut it down. They cut it down.
That's disrespectful.
And all the other people they done moved from around here. Now, them what didn't die. Because Mr. Taylor's still living. He in the nursing home. But Miss Nellie died.
Oh, way out.
Yeah.
I know that Rhea and everybody, I think everybody else in the family, like Aunt Cookie and them, Charlene, they's trying to get the house back.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Trying to get a house back. Something happened, I think. Grandfather died, and they lost the lease or something like that, and she had to move or something. I'm not sure. She might tell. That's not the truth, boy.
Okay. Well, I hope they do get it back. Where the house at?
Where she living at now?
They're trying to get that house back.
Yeah, they're trying to get 3132 back.
Oh, who live in it?
Well, I don't know who live in it now, but we trying to see if she can get it back. Just so we can come back around the neighborhood.
Oh, so it's somebody living in it?
I don't know. It looked like somebody.
Oh yeah, a lot of them Mexicans.
Yeah, I saw a Mexican lady living in.
The Mexican and on the other, the girl that just come out there, and another girl, and all the other girls, Mr. Reuben and all of them. Yeah, somebody in there.
Yeah, Mr. Reuben. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Reuben died too.
Okay.
Oh, I'm glad to see you.
Yeah, well, let Mark know Ray.
Okay.
Well, I got it on the camera, so
Ray,
so.
Yeah, okay, I'm going to tell her.
All right.
Okay, I'm going to tell Mark. I don't even remember you.
He had remembered me because of it was the like only memory we had when we was young.
Right. Okay.
So it's like when he was riding his bike up and down here.
Somebody else was talking about Mark. I see it, and they come up and he was talking about Mark, your grandson. I said, who Mark? And I said, who that was? I can't remember the name because they done grew up. And
right, we didn't grew up.
They still remember me, but I don't remember them.
It only got active when more people came. We started playing football in the street. And, but then it was more like Mark was the only one. He had the bike with the little special tires on it. Yeah, I was like, man, them things is.
Okay, darling.
All right.
I ain't got on those shoes.
Right, you just came right out here.
Yeah, because I put on these stockings. I have to wear these stockings because I got swollen in my ankle. And I was just sitting up there and I had no shoes. And I thought that's where you were looking from my house. That's why, you know.
Oh, no, I was making.
Okay. All
right, you have a good one.
I'm glad you got a good job.
Yeah, it's holding me up. All right, so that's Miss Monique Peoples. She's still there. All right, I'm about to go around to she said Angel still. I like how she slipped that in there for me. Oh, Angel, da-da-da-da-da. Angel was the first girl I ever liked. She was the first brown Asian girl I ever seen in my life. Pretty as ever, da-da-da-da-da, but we were so young. I never, but I did try to be with her, but I was too young to really understand relationships and stuff. So what I'll do is just take y'all down. We're gonna go straight down. See if Ange down. I got you. So Ange lived down here. It's yeah, the little blackberry trees would be right here. My cousin used to play basketball in this alley right here too. On the blackberry trees would be right here, but it's gone now. And we played basketball in this alley right here. Ange, there she goes. She's still there. So yeah, she's still there. Ange used to be right there, but used to try to be the bully. But Ange's house is right here. I don't know if they still there. It look more better now. I could go the back way, but all right. So I'm gonna take the route we used to go to school. We used to walk around here. Over there is the convenience store. Chinese people own that. Right, it's a one way. Go this way. We used to walk up that way, or we'd go cut the alley right here. Cut the alley right here and go in there. I used to walk everybody home from school back in the day. Like, if it was a girl, I would walk her home from school. And their parents would be like, oh, that's a nice young man. You walk everybody home from school. How y'all doing?
My cable ain't working. I called you 5 times.
Oh, my goodness.
Damn, young. Like, yo, you all right, bro.
How y'all doing? And this is the way that I used to go that way, too. To get to the shortcut to get to school. Elementary school, and we wore uniforms back then. So the girls, they had to wear shorts under their skirts and stuff like that, and the boys had, you know, the pants and the yellow shirt. And this was the hardest hill to get up, boy. That was the hardest hill to get up when you don't even think about popping a wheelie up there. Just walk the bike up there. You can't get up that hill. This is my first, I would say my first ever girl that I liked lived around here. Her name was April McLaughlin. April McLaughlin lived right down here. My Aunt Patsy lived around here. Was right here somewhere. I don't want to get too detailed. Grandma said don't get too detailed. But April McLaughlin, I used to be in love with her. She had the yellow scrunchie and stuff. I was in 2nd grade. You know what I'm saying? And Green Spring, oh my goodness, bringing the feelings back. Green Spring was a school down there. It's a middle school down there. I used to play basketball down there. But it was more like when I was younger, it was like these were far places to go that we never was really allowed to go anywhere. This is where the Baltimore Rockers used to practice at. Used to practice right here. And over there on that baseball field is where my father used to coach the baseball. And that's when I first learned baseball, when I was like about, a single digit ages. But this was the rec. This rec used to be live, shorty. All kinds of drumming. Used to have Easter egg hunts in there behind that cage. You talking about breakfast? Getting up for breakfast for those breakfast pizzas? Oh my goodness. Yeah. And we live right here. So this was the early stages of me being like the best student ever. I used to get all kinds of certificates. It's a shortcut way we used to live over here. My father moved here to Virginia Avenue. We lived over here. This is where my Sega Genesis got stolen by somebody. Like robbing with townhomes down. But still Virginia Avenue. Edgecombe Circle. I lost my lunch ticket. The first person ever in history lost his lunch ticket ever. Say Park Heights Academy. There you go. Say Edgecombe Circle. Say it on there. Edgecombe Circle. That's the front, but we never go through the front. Go around the side. We got a gate up there now. I will walk up there. Walk through there. Like people know I'm coming. I don't know, it's people that been live here that grew up and people that's new around here. So I'm like the new person now. But I don't care. I'm gonna show y'all some stuff. So if I can get out and walk through there. Dang, that's different now. This is where we first learned how to flip at, shorty. Learn how to flip right here. Let's see. It's open now. The fence is fixed. Let's see. Y'all come with me. So y'all, this is the spot right here. Right here was the spot right here. We used to flip. I was like, what, 1st grade, 2nd grade, 3rd grade. Me and my friend Terrell Gray, Reginald, used to call him Reggie Reg, used to flip all up down here. All up and down here. I'm talking about out the fences. And the fence never changed. It's still the same fence. Used to flip out the fences. You can see they bent up now. Bent up fences and stuff. We used to flip off these. All kinds of stuff. When I first learned how to flip, this was the Olympics right here. Flip all up and down here. Over here, I don't know where that's somebody, but over here is like, this is where we would come in the morning, all the students, and then you would go in there according to your class and your grade or whatever. And it's like more shut down now. And they added some stuff like this little fence or whatever. But the main spot I'm gonna take you to is right here. They fixed the fence, so they fixed it. But right here was the #1 spot of everything. Right here. It's kind of breaking off. Look like we got another turkey roll session going on. But right here was the #1 spot. Okay, this is the turkey roll spot. If you want to learn how to turkey roll, you go right here. So before the school let in, turkey roll. Down there, like you can see that where that fence is right there. That's the rec area too, where when the Baltimore Rocks will be practicing and stuff, we'll go through there, do backflips down that hill. It's like a hill over there. We do backflips down that hill, practice backflips and stuff. It's occupying our time. Go here, turkey rolls, learn how to flip. I think it was down there. Down there, it's like a little alleyway down there. And I sprained my wrist jumping over the fence. And we used to flip on dirty mattresses. And this alley right here, used to flip on dirty mattresses all the time. Down here. One day I was coming to school and I thought I had to fart, but I pooped on myself. I had to go back home. I pooped on myself. My friend Lamont Green was like, yo, you pooped on yourself? I said, yo, I pooped on myself. I gotta go back. So by the time we got like right here, there used to be like teachers and stuff right here, right at the fence. And when they see us coming, they would hurry us up so we can hurry up and come in. And she was like, come on. And I pooped on myself. He was like, I gotta go with him. And she was like, nah, you ain't poop on yourself, did you? He was like, nah. He was mad as I don't know what. But I really did poop on myself. So I went back. My sister was coming because she used to always be late. So my grandmother would say, just leave or go to school. So I wouldn't be late. So she didn't. She was, I didn't have to wait for it a while no more. But me and my aunt Arel used to go to school all the time. We walked to school. And we 3 years apart. That's why. So us being 3 years apart, her being my aunt, we would always come to school together. Her number one guy that she loved was Emmanuel. He used to always be Edgecombe Circle. It used to have a song, and that's where we used to get our little books, bit by bit. I think I can. That's where we learned that African people was white. They taught us all kinds of lies in that school. But at the same time, we had unity, more unity back then. Edgecombe Circle. Used to be a song, Edgecombe Circle is the school, something. So next we're gonna take this way. So normally it's not packed like that right here. And so yeah, used to walk this way, to walk this little path right here. And I pooped on myself right here, shorty. I pooped on myself right here. No, right there at the bend, at the turn. I pooped on myself. Like, yo, I gotta go. I pooped on myself. Going around this turn right here. I should have stopped in a Chinese store, but I don't want to so I don't got that much money to keep spending. And we just walk to school. It was a little rocket thing. That I don't know if you should take the alleyway. I ain't gonna take the alleyway. It's gonna be too creepy. But up this alley, it used to be a rocket in the sky, and we used to climb up that little rock. We used to climb up the little rocket, wobbly and everything. We used to climb up it and everything. Police reason us because this is Wally, and it's the Chinese spot. But this is Wally. Park Heights and Wally was the craziest spot. Mr. Vincent, I was saying, I don't know because people, you know what I'm saying? But Mr. Vincent used to live on a corner. He used to live on a corner right here. And then you had a liquor store. The Chinese people own a liquor store. My fault. So this used to be the liquor store right here. I mean, that is a liquor store, but the Chinese people own the liquor store, my fault. And this alley, we used to go through this alley all the time. Get to the gas station right here. Bus stop used to go right here. It used to be the M3. But it wasn't called Sunoco, it was called Amico. Amico. And it was a telephone, a payphone right there right at the edge where the gate is at. But it used to be different stuff, man. But this is my grow up spot. Pizza Boli's used to be right here. There used to be all kind of stuff going on right here. Wally. Park Heights and Wally. So if you said you was from Park Heights, You know, I would say I'm from Park Heights and Oakford. They where Oakford at, like right next to Wiley, and everybody know where Wiley at, but everybody don't know where Oakford at. So we would have to say, oh, where you from? Park Heights and Oakford. Where that's at? Right next to Wiley. So we would never say, oh, I'm a Crip, I'm a Blood, all this bull crap. It's always open. Spring Garden right here. Spring Garden. All right, so further up. Sorry about my little camera skills. I mean, I am in the hood, so I don't want to be just all crazy with it and then mess around with somebody, like, you know, come out and shoot you. It's a different time, but I still get that vibe. You know, I'm from the old school. People just come out and shoot you just for staring too hard. So I kind of carry that same energy still. I don't want to be too hard on it, on the camera like that. But this is social media world. This is the subway, Cold Spring Station. So come here, go to Cold Spring Station, or go to Mondawmin or whatever like that. This is the main station that we will always go to. Actually, I'm gonna go this way because I gotta go back out security. Go this way. Alright. So all this long strip. It's really nothing else to show. This is not really the hangout area. This is just me driving where I know to go. If you go further, if you go far enough up this way, you get into Jewtown. At least it used to be called Jewtown. So Jewtown and our neighborhood hug each other. So we live right next to the Jewish people. So kind of, maybe this, a lot of their prayers worked out for me. I'm a rabbi now. But yeah, I grew up in that area that you saw. It's the subway. It hit, when you go back the other way, it goes underground towards Mondawmin. And then once you leave Mondawmin, to go to Cold Spring Station, and which is an outside station, and then the rest of the stations are outside stations. I'm gonna take gas anyway. Oh, shut up. No, I'm not gonna take gas anyway. I'm gonna take a different way. Take Rogers. So Garrison Boulevard is the middle school I went to. But I don't really feel like pitting that. Like, Garrison in my middle school days was when I played Final Fantasy VII first came out in 1997. And we played it. I'll probably show that a different day. So as you see, I grew up in the hood, but when I said I grew up in the hood, it wasn't like very dangerous when I was coming up, because I knew the people and we had morals and respect. So we're moving towards the county of Baltimore, West Baltimore City, now moving into West Baltimore County. And so this is the turn to hit that borderline. So this is the border between that Rogers Avenue. So you take this road and then you cross the border of the city and the county. I don't even know I'm telling you all this, but people out that nosy, so they probably do want to know. My great grandmother lived on this road, off of this road. She died when she was 90-something years old, and I came up here and I missed the funeral. This was the way that when we wanted to go to Security Square Mall. Security Square Mall back then was like a rich mall. It was like, if you want to go and eat Japanese food or anything, the little bit that they gave was like I showed Saku, Japan. That was everything to us, and that was just a little piece of Japan, and that was luxury to us. So even with the little bit, it was like everything we respected and cherished. You know, I knew people that went to this church. I've been in this church before a couple times. You know, the pastors would be speaking in tongues, horizontal, shut a little the bow shield. Shut a little the bow horse ha. Just bow shield. You don't know the Lord when the Lord tell you. Shut a little bow ha. I'm like, all right. You know, this just kind of got stupid, so I stopped going to the church. But the bus used to be M6, take you right there. I made a hit song on this bus stop one day. Made a hit song. This was 2007. Me and my friend Lamont. But the guy who was on the studio, he messed the whole hook up. But I had made a hook. And when I laid the hook down, everybody wanted to lay a track on a hook, and then he just messed the whole hook up. But it was like, I don't sing to these hoes like I'm babyface. I turn them on with the smile and the baby face. I'm in the store trying to cop me some crazy eights if the beef pop off and wild like a raging ape. So that was the hook. And so it was like, I don't sing to these hoes like I'm babyface. I turn them on with the smile and the baby face. So everybody was like, oh, that's hard. Ray G. So I made it on that bus stop. But it wasn't a hit no more because he done spiced it up so hard that it wasn't sounding right, so we just kind of forgot it. Everybody wanted to lay a verse on the track, like about 1,000 people, 1,000 verses. So I was like, all right, well, forget it. It wasn't a hit no more. It wasn't interesting anymore. But yeah, so I keep on emphasizing that all these places, like Chinese people own these spots and stuff like that. Even they be renovated, then Chinese people own that. Pretty much everywhere you see black people posted up at by a store, Chinese people own it because we trust each other. This is the little loop turn. Back in the day, my aunt used to live around here. Right down this loop, and you go down here and you make this U-turn, and her house is the end house. It's nice. And then Mr. Chad live around here. Sasha's father live around here. Also, we played crates and basketball, you know, all that. But Sasha's father lived down that way, and she's on my Instagram, Sasha Renee. She's sorry about it, she's an NBA dancer, or used to be an NBA dancer. People hugging me. And this little park, I learned how to do penny drops in this park right here. Penny drops and stuff. But I don't know, I haven't been anywhere around here in a long time. I got robbed around here because these guys thought that we was from the county. Because if you lived out here, you was not part of the city. Like, you was considered a clown or whatever, and you get messed up or beat or robbed or something if you lived out here and you was a county boy. But I got robbed right here by this bus stop. Me and my best friend Greg, we got robbed at gunpoint. First time I ever got held up at gunpoint and got robbed. For my donuts. The hell I had was some chocolate donuts and my basketball. I wasn't even scared. But one of the boys got shot and killed, and the other boy lost his eye. Got stabbed in the eye, something like that. We played basketball up here. It's a rec now over there. But before that was a recreation center. We played basketball. This was the hot spot, shorty, for basketball. Everybody used to come to this spot for basketball, shorty. Now it's just a parking lot. If they turn it back to in the police station right here, I guess that's why they did it, because the police station right there. But if they turn that back into, what is they doing? Whatever. If they turn it back into a basketball court, then a lot more people will come back around this way. But this the police station. I'm the county police station. We used to live around here. I would show you the neighborhood, but I don't be wanting people to be too nosy on what I'm, I want to show y'all. I want them man too nosy. And this is it. That's where I filled out my application at. And now I was told that I would be on my way to Ocean City. And the objective is still to save money, to go to Tokyo, learn Japanese, and relocate, have a new place to live, a new country to live in.